Okay, this is number 1 on test 7, and this is a complex fraction, and what we want to do is simplify it so that it is just one fraction with no other fractions in it. All right, so what we're going to have to do first is we're going to have to get the numerator to be just one fraction and the denominator to be just one fraction. So over to the side here, I'm going to add the terms in the numerator, so the 1 plus x over y. So 1 plus x over y, I need a common denominator, which is going to be y. All right, x over y is already has the denominator y, and then 1 is y over y. Any fraction whose numerator and denominator are the same is 1. So we needed to have a denominator of y, so we made 1 y over y. And then if you add those two fractions, remember how to add fractions, you add the numerators, y plus x, and the denominator stays the same. You don't add the denominators. All right, so that is this numerator on our original problem. So we'll write it up here, y plus x over y. All right, now we're going to add the denominator. So the denominator, which is 2 over y minus y. So let's get that to be just one fraction. All right, so the common denominator here is y. The first fraction, 2 over y, is already has the denominator y. And then y, you have to multiply it by y over y to get it to have a denominator of y, right? Because remember, y is just y over 1. So when you multiply it by y over y, you get y squared over y. So that's what this is. All right, so when we add those together, we add the numerators, 2 minus y squared, and the denominator stays the same. It does not change. All right, so that goes here in the denominator, 2 minus y squared over y. All right, so we have a fraction divided by a fraction. Remember, when you divide fractions, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of the divisor, which in this case is the denominator. The bottom thing is the divisor. So we take the top thing, hang on, I want to make that not blue. We take the numerator, which is y plus x over y, and we multiply it by the reciprocal of the denominator. So flip the denominator upside down so that it is now y over 2 minus y squared. And when you do that, y is a factor of the numerator and the denominator. So it's y times y plus x and y times 2 minus y squared. So y is a factor, which means you can cancel it. But you can't cancel anything else because nothing else is a factor. All right, so you're left with y plus x over 2 minus y squared. And that is number 1. That's the answer. You can't do anything else with that. You can't cancel anything. You're done. These are not factors. They're add-ins. Y plus x 2 minus y squared. No canceling can be done there. All right, so that was number 1. Let's go on to number 2. All right, number 2 says a to the negative 1 plus b to the negative 1 over b to the negative 1. All right, now you cannot start moving things up and down because of the negative exponents. You can't do that. This is addition, not multiplication. The only time you can move things up and down on a fraction are when you have all multiplication, when you're dealing with things that are factors. These are not factors. All right, so you just have to rewrite them. A to the negative 1 means 1 over a to the positive 1. B to the negative 1 means 1 over b to the positive 1. And again, on the bottom, on the denominator, b to the negative 1 is equal to 1 over b to the positive 1. All right, now you're going to do the same thing we did on the last problem. you're going to make this so that you have in the numerator 1 fraction and in the denominator 1 fraction. Now the denominator, you already just have 1 fraction, so you can rewrite that. Now I need to add 1 over a plus 1 over b. So I'll just do that down here. 1 over a plus 1 over b. To do that, I need a common denominator, and that's going to be ab. Because, oops, what did I just do? Okay. Because a and b are the two factors involved, and the only number that they will both go into, the smallest number that they will both go into, is a times b. All right, so to get that denominator of ab, I'm going to have to multiply 1 over a times b over b, which is going to give me b over ab. I'm going to have to multiply 1 over b times a over a. That's going to give me a over ab. Now we add the numerators, and the denominator stays the same. Don't add the denominators. So that is my numerator up here, b plus a over ab. All right, and now, just like I did on the last problem, I'm going to change this division, b plus a over ab, divided by 1 over b. I'm going to change it to multiplying by the reciprocal of that divisor, which is the denominator. So here, I'm going to come down here. That's going to be b plus a over ab times the reciprocal of the denominator, which is b over 1. Flip it upside down. All right, so you're multiplying b over 1 times b plus a over ab. b is a factor. It is multiplied by the whole numerator and the whole denominator. So b can be canceled. That's what you're left with, b plus a over a. You cannot cancel the a's because the a in the numerator is not a factor. So this is your final answer for number 2.